Hello, my name is Natalie Tanasi, and this is our kickoff call for the Just for Mom challenge, and we are so excited to get started tomorrow. I just wanted to touch base with everyone to answer questions and give some quick pointers so that we can all have a successful journey on our health journey the next 3 weeks and beyond. These challenge groups are really just a great way for us to commit to our health and have accountability for our health and have support in our health. I am a personal challenger and coach in each of the challenge groups and have been for the last 3 years. And so it's not just something that we do for 21 days, but each challenge group does last for 21 days, and they're all themed and they're super fun. This particular one has an extra special place in my heart because I love being a mommy and I love serving other mommies. That seems to be a huge niche of which I work with, which is moms who don't take the time to take care of themselves, right? Who can attest? I know that was a big point for so many of us, that we realize like we don't take the time to take care of ourselves, and we need to in order for us to best take care of the people we love the most. And so what better way to commit to it during Mother's Day and a kickoff right after Mother's Day to say, hey, I'm going to really take some time and focus on my own health and focus on my own fitness so that I can be the best mommy I can be. And so I'm super excited about that. I just recently saw a post that April did. It made me cry just a little bit, where she said, I want my daughter to learn to celebrate like what she can do, what her body can do, not just the size it is. Am I reiterating that correctly? And I just thought that is so powerful. I think, I remember growing up as a young woman and always being so concerned about my size and my weight and how I looked in clothes, and not putting the focus on what my body can do. And when we take care of our body, we have more to celebrate about what our bodies can do. We've helped women lose hundreds of pounds through these challenge groups. And one of the most rewarding report that came from a mom was when a mom checked in on a challenge group and said, today I ran at the park with my kids and I chased my kids, and I have never been able to do that before. And I thought, that is so awesome. And so we'll celebrate scale wins, but also more importantly, we're going to celebrate non-scale wins, and we're going to reward those. So in this group, we have over $350 currently, and we're expecting more money to come in for this Mother's Day challenge that we're going to be giving to mommies who are committing to their health. So how are you going to win some of these prize dollars? Well, all you have to do is check in. So there's going to be people who are checking in every single day. On every night, there's going to be a check-in post that is going to have a cool graphic, and it's going to say, moms check-in. So mom is for master your meal plan, overcome your workout, and maybe I should look at it to remind myself of what it says. Make your shake. So you need to be working out, following the 21-day fixed nutrition plan, and drinking Shakeology every single day to qualify. And then also to kickstart, you need to make sure that you send your measurements. So there is a very simple way, and we'll go over that in just a second, to submit your measurements, and it gives a guide in your quick start guide for your nutrition plan. It'll give you a guide on where to measure yourself. Just make sure that you measure in the same place before as after. So if you go 2 inches up the bicep or up the arm right here, then you'll go 2 inches up again later. So measure your up and then measure the circumference around. Same with the chest. I always tease my husband, at the nipple. Do you know where that is? It's way down there. And so, okay, yeah, that was supposed to be funny. And so, it's the things pointing down because I nurse 2 kids. Okay, so and so you can also submit those into the app, and we can see your profiles right in there. Your coach, that's private with your coach, or you can submit it privately to your coach as well. But whenever you put it in the app, only your coach can see that. So just so you know, everything's private. And we will only share your journey if you allow us to. So at the end of this, if you're the grand prize winner and we say, hey, you have the highest percentage loss, we'd like to share your story. We've had people who have asked us to only share shoulder down. That's possible. When you take those before pictures, maybe take some with a sports bra, and then take some with just a tight shirt on. So, so you can see everything about your body. So then at the end, you can decide what you're going to feel the most comfortable with sharing, and make sure you take it in a, like, with good lighting so that we can see the change that happens in your life, because your change, you are here probably because you saw the change of someone else. And so just think about the change that's going to that's happening in you and how that can inspire someone else. So those are how you qualify. And then at the end, the grand prize winner will qualify for the grand prize by simply having the highest percentage loss. So it is completely 100% fair across the board. You know, sometimes if it's the biggest loser, it's not necessarily fair because the person who has the most to lose would probably always win that. But this way, even if you only have 5 or 10 pounds and you're here just to lean up, then you still can qualify just as much as the next person, because we're doing it by percentage loss. So percent of inches and percentage of pounds, and those two combined equals total highest percentage loss. And that's how we qualify. Cool? Any questions on qualification for prizes? No. We have over 100 challengers approximately at this point. So in order not to overwhelm your notifications and your newsfeed in the challenge tracker, we have broken that into 2 pods, basically 2 separate groups, but yet all one big challenge. So you've got coaches in here that you probably won't see in your challenge, because in your group, because they're with another pod of women. And so we have 2 pods, and then lots of coaches and lots of challengers all committing to this together, and all qualifying together, but we're tracking it all in one group. And then we're going to be rewarding it all separately together, if that makes sense. So everyone's going to be getting lots of opportunity for prizes. I won't have Wi-Fi during Memorial Day weekend for camping. Not a problem on that. So if you're camping during Memorial Day weekend, you can always go back in the challenge tracker and catch back up, and then notify your coach. So like I have a tracking spreadsheet where we're tracking everyone's check-ins and we're tracking everyone's measurements. And so you can notify your coach if you're going to be camping during Memorial weekend, or you're not able to access Wi-Fi. Then you can notify them and you can go back in and check in. I did my workout that day and I drank my shake that day, even though I was camping, which, because of Beachbody On Demand and because of these programs, I still drink my Shakeology and I still go for a run or do some kind of a workout when I camp. So you can do it too. So just go back and check in on those and let them know that you did it, and then we'll add you into it. So the way that the prizes are going to work is that, or the participation prizes per se, there's 5 days. So there's opportunity, or 7 days. Sorry, just kidding. There's 7 days in a week. We went on a wine tasting for Mother's Day. All right, party time. Okay, so there's 7 days in a week, and so in those 7 days, you would get 7 opportunities for your name to be entered to the participation prizes. If you go above and beyond and you share on your own personal social media about your experience and you tag your coach, then that gives you an additional entry. Because what's that doing? That's paying it forward for other women to be inspired by you and your own journey. And that's really all we do as coaches, is we are on the journey with you and we inspire others to join us. So if you do that, then that gives you now 14 opportunities for your name to be entered. So the more you participate, the more your name gets a little ticket in the drawing, and the more that you do the extracurricular post, then the more your name gets put in the drawing. Does that make sense? And your personal coach, as well as the various coaches, will be responsible for making sure that your name gets entered. So even if you are gone for Memorial Day weekend, that's 3 days that you miss, you still have another 4 days. I can still do math. You have another 4 days of checking in that your name would be getting entered to win. Does that make sense? So it's not like all or nothing, do or die. Every day you check in, you get a ticket in the drawing and to be drawn. Does that clarify that, April? Bailey household giving me private messages, making sure I'm on track. Okay, thank you. All right, so really quick, I wanted to just share my screen. Beachbody On Demand. Everyone here, all access bod users. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so back in the day, we used to have to pick just one program to do. And I still encourage everyone to start with just one program, commit to one program. And even when you set up your app, you had to do that. You had to tell the app what program you were going to do, right? So I personally am going to do hammer and chisel. I encourage all of my new clients to start with 21 Day Fix. Maybe your coach has talked to you about starting on a specific program. April's doing Body Beast. I just finished 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I did Max 30 recently. So, if you're a new coach or new challenger, I highly recommend starting with a 21 Day Fix. But if you know where you're starting, then you start there. So you pick one program and follow that program for the next 21 days. Now, no matter what program you're doing, I still highly recommend you follow the Portion Fix meal plan that came with your Beachbody On Demand All Access system, which is your color container system, and it gives you the breakdowns of how many containers you get dependent upon your calculation. Now, the calculation is super duper. Hold on, I'm just gonna do something here really fast. Give me 1 second.
About the food container stuff.
There we go. I don't have, my book is in the other room. Okay, so I will show you guys a really quick. Did everybody get the All Access BOD? Does everybody here have All Access BOD? And everybody here has the Portion Fix where you do your weight times 11 minus 750 plus 400 equals your calorie goal. And then that calorie goal, that's pretty creepy how well I know that calculation. Your calorie goal tells you how many containers you get, right?
So she's actually looking.
Now, when April and I first did the container system, I can remember us being super overwhelmed, like, maybe we should spend all Sunday together preparing meals. And we did it. It was Easter Sunday, and we started the next Monday. So it is totally okay that it's Mother's Day and you're starting tomorrow, and you maybe don't have groceries yet, and that's okay. You just start with what you have, and you start tracking the food that you have. So, depending on what your goal is will depend on, or how many containers you need will depend on how many you eat throughout the day. So breakfast, let's say a simple meal plan would be breakfast is toast, eggs, spinach, fruit, right? So that means you have a yellow for your toast, a red for your eggs, a green for your spinach, and a purple for your fruit. And then how many of those you get throughout the day. So I generally suggest everyone to eat 3 to 5 meals a day, and space those out, and then have I'm sorry, April, it looks like you're typing. Have 20 ounces of water 30 minutes before each meal. So you want to drink. Your nutrition goals is to follow your container system, and then to drink half your weight in ounces. So drink half your weight in ounces of water every single day, and to drink your Shakeology. Your Shakeology counts as a red. Kelsey and April, are you two chatting behind the scenes? You're busted. Here's the googly eyes. Okay, so your nutrition goals are to follow the meal plan. So we're going to go into the BOD. Has everyone checked out the BOD? Are you feeling comfortable with the BOD? How are we doing with your BOD? I touch my BOD. Okay. We're going to, so in the BOD, I'm going to share my screen really quick, and we'll just go into the BOD here, and I'll show you guys some cool stuff. Where did the BOD go? I know I started in.
While she's looking that up. So if you haven't, I'm looking at who's in the BOD already and who still needs to get in. And so I'm assuming that everybody's has already plugged into the My Challenge tracker, and you're looking up the BOD. I'm wondering who still needs to get into My Challenge tracker, and if you need help with that too, we can address that. But I'm assuming if you're on, that you've already got into the My Challenge tracker, because I know we have some invitations that are still out there floating and people haven't jumped in yet. So if you're on and you haven't gotten into the My Challenge tracker and you're needing help, we'll take some time to address that as well.
Yeah, I was going to pull up My Challenge tracker next. So in Beachbody On Demand, you have your workout programs. You can select it by trainer. You can select it by type. You can basically, here he is, Chris Downey, my new best friend. Shift Shop. It's coming soon to all BOD members. So workout programs will show right here. Those featured. We're just going to go, there's Challenge du Jour, which is going to pick a good variety of different workouts every day. I highly recommend that you commit to a full-blown program for Mother's Day challenge. So you can say, this program did this in my life. And you can kind of see the difference of just very specific programming for you. And if this is your first challenge group, I highly recommend 21 Day Fix. If if you've been coming and this is not your first one, I recommend that you connect with your coach and you find something, you navigate something that's going to work well for you. Maybe you want to try it up with Core de Force or 22-minute hardcore or something like that. But let's say 21 Day Fix, for example. So here's 21 Day Fix. You go into 21 Day Fix. There is a world of resources right here in 21 Day Fix. So you can you can basically get started with your workouts. Here's your workout list. So on Mondays, you're going to do total body cardio fix. On Tuesdays, upper fix. Wednesdays, lower fix. Thursdays, Pilates. Friday, cardio. Saturdays, 30-30. And Sunday is yoga. You can do additional workouts, like 10 minute for abs, or if you want to do if you want to double it up, you can do a plyo fix. These are new ones that they've recently added. So Cardio Core Remix or Dirty Dozen. These are all extra for the first round. The third week, you can double up your workouts if you would like to. So you've got, this is like an abs fix. Bar legs is super fun. I actually really like that workout. Then you go into program materials right here. So the Start Here guide, this is a PDF. This is where you're going to see examples of how to take your pictures. This is where you're going to find the guide on your nutrition plan, so on and so forth. There's a workout calendar. So these are always really fun. I like to print these and post them in the room where I work out, because then I can check. I'm a check marker offer person. So maybe you are too. So you can print the workout calendar and then you can check mark off every day. That's always really fun. The 3-day fix, there's an option in the meal plan for the last 3 days to go super hardcore and eat cod and vegetables all day and get maximal results. So if you're really pushing for that grand prize, that is an option. You can check it out right there. Tally sheets. I have mine printed right here. You can use printed tally sheets, or you can also there's an app for that. So basically everything's run off of apps like Beachbody On Demand. You can access Beachbody On Demand from your phone, from your iPad, from your laptop, or from a Roku, Chromecast, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire Stick. I use an Amazon Fire Stick because they're only $35, but you can access the BOD on your smart TV through those devices or any of your smart devices. But you can also access your meal plans from a printable. So if you like the check mark and you like the printed view, you can use those, right? You can download these tally sheets and print them, or you can download the 21 Day Fix app and track your food that you eat right there. There's the food list. This is always great to have a printed copy when you're doing your grocery shopping. I literally just go through this list and I'm like, oh, I like these foods, and these are the things that I'm going to buy and eat for vegetables and fruits. And that's kind of how I do my pairings. So there's a container chart, a meal planner, and a grocery list. There's an exclusive online kit you can download. The eating plan, this makes the portion control so easy. And then if you're vegan, you can look at the FAQs, the music list. So then there's everything in Spanish. So all of that I just showed you is available for every single workout that comes with Beachbody. Now, a couple of years back, did Beachbody then basically create the portion fix to match every workout program? But before then, they had different meal plans for different workouts. I highly recommend that everyone just follows the portion fix. It's easy, it's systematic, it's easy to follow, it's not overly complicated. So if you got Beachbody On Demand, that's what you got. You got just what's called portion fix to go with all of your workouts. So you have your workout plan, your nutrition plan. Now, real quick before I take you into the My Challenge Tracker, I want to talk to you about Shakeology. We'll be sharing a lot of content about Shakeology throughout the challenge, and some of the tools that you can go to learn about Shakeology and where it comes from, why it's not just a weight loss shake. It's not just a protein shake. It is a fully dense, nutritious shake. And it's going to, I have seen people lose massive amounts of inches around their gut just from inflammation changes in 21 days, not actual weight loss from drinking Shakeology. And so Shakeology has its own podcast. If you want to learn about what you're putting in your body every day, I highly recommend you take the time and just listen to that and tune in to understand the value of what's in this nutrition that you're putting in your body. previously my husband was a trainer and we drank the shakes from the gym. And I can remember the first time I tried Shakeology and I was like, whoa, what is that? Because it's just ground plants. That's what it is. It's ground superfood plants that they miraculously make taste like a Wendy's milkshake, the best that they absolutely can. A couple tips to make it taste more like a Wendy's milkshake is, one, instead of only 8 ounces, you want to put 10 ounces of water. I personally like water because I don't want it too thick. Second, you want to put a good scoop of ice, and then you want to put a really ripe banana in that bad boy. Banana is going to make all of them taste good. If it's vanilla or chocolate, you definitely want to use one of your teaspoons of peanut butter and put that in there. And then when you press blend, don't just blend it for like 5 seconds. I blend mine in a Vitamix, which is like your hardcore blender, for at least a minute to 2. Like I blend it and then I go do something else. And then I let it keep going because I like it really frothy. And I don't want to taste Shashandra at all. Like I want to taste chocolate or vanilla or ashwagandha. Those mushrooms and things, like that's great that it's in there, but I don't want to taste it. And so that is how I have made mine taste like an amazing treat. Now, I was a chocoholic. I was a dessertaholic. I was the cookie monster every single day at 3 p.m. And Shakeology helped resolve that for me. I just talked to my aunt on the phone who's drank Shakeology for 2+ years, 2.5 years. And she was telling me how it's helped stabilize her blood sugar. She got off of anti-acid medication. All kinds of things have helped because she's drinking Shakeology. And she's a cheapskate. Like, my aunt would not spend additional money on anything, but she has stayed consistent with Shakeology because it made a difference in her. And it was the same for me, and I hope that it's the same for you, but I just really want you to notate your own success. What cravings are you helping overcome? What energy is it doing for you? Is it helping with your GI, like health? Let's just put it that way. I was never a regular gal. I'm a regular gal because of Shakeology. I've overcome my sweet tooth. And so notate those things, because I used to never think I could say no to sweets, but by incorporating Shakeology into my daily habit, I can now say no to sweets. If you're having trouble navigating loving those ground plants, talk to your coach and find out a recipe that's going to work for you, or really play around with it, but don't be sheepish about it. Like I can remember when my coach gave me a sample, I was like, oh, what is the big deal? Why is she so excited about this? But then I was kind of embarrassed to say that to her. So I like to say that publicly because I get it, right? It's like, it didn't taste anything like that shake that I was buying at the gym that was filled with crap, but I thought was good for me because it was a protein shake. But really that other stuff is filled with fillers and garbage and processed soy and things that aren't good for your hormones and don't really actually do anything for your nutrition and your health. So that's why we're such advocates for Shakeology, and we love what it's done for us. So we hit our workouts, we hit prizes, we hit water, we hit nutrition for the most part. Shakeology. Now I want to go over the My Challenge Tracker because we are giving you guys a ton of tools, a ton of information. You have like the BOD app, the My Challenge Tracker app, and then your coach messaging you on Facebook, trying to talk to you all the time to make sure you're doing well. So I want to just kind of show you a little about how you can control BOD or My Challenge Tracker. You can control your notifications. Now, I want to encourage you to be active in these groups. Your coach will post something twice a day. So something in the morning for you to read, or a video for you to watch, or something for you to listen to help your mindset. Because you can commit to anything with your physicality or try to strengthen yourself physically. But if we don't strengthen ourselves mentally, then we're not actually moving forward. And it wasn't until I started doing the personal development of my mindset that it helped change something in me that kept me consistent. Yes, Beachbody gave me more access and made things easier for me to have a healthy lifestyle, but changing my mindset and overcoming that sense of defeat and that diet mentality that made this a lifestyle really, really helped. So if you want to work on your mindset, I encourage you to stay connected to the challenge group. Stay connected to what the coaches are posting in the group. And then also, Sasha's got some great mindset stuff lined up. You're going to be getting some videos from Sasha. It's going to be awesome. But then also, if you want to do extra credit, you can listen to The Compound Effect. You can get the Audible of The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, or you can read it. And that's going to give you just so much strength in your mindset about what you're doing. So many of us start this group or this program, and maybe we've done programs in the past that haven't worked out for us. That doesn't mean that you're a failure. You know, I feel like a failure trying so many different things to lose the baby weight. I just felt like, oh, it's just never going to happen. I give up. This is just the way it is. And I want you to know that you're not a failure. And I don't want you to feel like a failure in this after 21 days or because you had a bad day or a bad week or a slip up. I want you to know that you can overcome anything and that you can gain strength from within, from without, through personal development, and then from around, because in the challenge tracker and in the app and in the community, that was the game changer for me, that said, you know what, in these groups, even if one person doesn't show up, somebody else does. And I had, you know, gym partners that would cancel. And if like I didn't go running this morning because people said they weren't going to make it. So I didn't make it. Right. So I had, you know, like workout buddies that when they canceled, then I canceled. But in this challenge group, there's always somebody checking in. There's always somebody sharing their workout. There's always somebody showing you that, hey, I can do it too. And we're all moms and we're all coming over the challenge of time and just the hardships of life to say, hey, we can do it together, and cheering one another on. So tap into that, because that community of support is a total game changer. You know, like we're not, the portion control system is really, really amazing and it's really simple, but it's not some kind of revolutionary, like heal all meal plan, right? It's just eating healthy and a balanced diet. It's not anything that's like, you know, like HCG, like it's just crazy and it's no one else, like it's just proprietary. And when you do this, it's going to radically change your life. It is if you allow it to, but it's also something that can sustain you throughout your life. I had a client one time who said, I'm never going to drink beer again, but she liked beer. And I'm like, why? Why aren't you ever going to drink beer? That client went on to lose 50 pounds with me because I showed her that it's okay to drink beer. But you just have to balance it out and cut out some carbs if you're going to have a beer that day. So no yellows, have a beer. No big deal, right? But just like find a way, like utilizing this system and this portion control system can really help sustain a healthy nutrition through over time that becomes a lifestyle. So this isn't something where, you know, you lose a lot of weight and then you gain it. I can remember when I lost that first 22 pounds with these programs, I was so afraid I was going to gain it back. But because I stayed committed to these programs and connected to these challenge groups and continue drinking Shakeology, I haven't. You know, it's just really helped sustain us. And so this can be the very last program you ever try. It can be the thing that gets you to your goal if you completely like apply it and you commit to doing it. So we're super proud of you for making that initial commitment for yourself and knowing that there's no shaming here. There's no, I can remember one time I ate Cold Stone ice cream. I told my trainer about it and he called me Cold Stone the whole freaking workout. I still give him a bad time. We're friends and I still give him a bad time about it. But it was like, I still can't eat Cold Stone ice cream because it like makes me shiver a little. But there's no shaming. If you're like, I messed up. I had ice cream at the birthday party last night with my kids. No big deal. Just right next the next meal, you're back on track, right? And so the goal, of course, is that for these next 20 days, we go all in 100%. But if we mess up, there's no shame in that. And we're just going to all cheer each other on and get right back on. So commit to this challenge group. Now, with that said, there's 50 challengers almost in each of our pods. So there's going to be a ton of stuff coming through, right? So make sure that you, at the very top of their page, you will see your coach's post. So they'll be asking you to comment, to read, to do something, take some kind of an action. So on the pinned post, connect on that post. If you have extra time, comment, like scroll the feed and like and comment on other people's, but we get it if you don't. The coaches will be there supporting everyone who checks in. Make sure that you post your own workout and your own Shakeology, what recipes you're doing, what workout you did. Show us. We love sweaty selfies. We love crying on the floor, just happy that I survived. We love those pictures. We love seeing kids join you on your workouts. So show us those, but don't feel obligated to go through all 50 workouts and Shakeologies and comment on them. Know that you can manage your notifications in the app, so it's not like dinging you all day. The only ones that we really want to encourage you to stay 100% connected to is your own posts. So posting your own workouts and your own shakes, and then the things that the coaches post and stuff like that. And then, like I said, if you're laying in bed and you want to support the other people in the community, I encourage you to go and just scroll through and like and comment and be like, yeah, girl, knuckle bump, high five, you rock. Have a great day. But know that you don't have to get a notification every single time somebody posts in there. So I want you guys to feel comfortable with your ability to manage the My Challenge tracker. Coaches will also be sending videos through there or direct messages just to kind of keep you engaged and connected to you. And you can do all of that in your app. And then you can also set up your own profile in there and so on and so forth. Does anybody have any questions on the My Challenge tracker? No questions all around. Okay. Very, very cool. So one thing, I just made a video about this the other day, and I like to tell everybody about this little tip, and it's called the 20-second rule. And after we talk about the 20-second rule, maybe we'll go through some meal planning and just kind of talk about what's on the tap for the menu if anybody has any questions with meal plans. But one of the best things, I am not a meal planner. I'm just not. I suck at meal planning, and I'm an emotional eater, and meal planning to me looks like leftovers. So if you don't look like the person on Instagram who has every meal in one of those cool little Amazon black boxes, that is okay. Do not feel like you have to be that or do that to be successful in this challenge group. Know that I rock these most of the time just by simply prepping hard-boiled eggs, making sure that my dinners are planned, and I have enough food to enough variety for breakfasts. So, with that said, a couple things that I always make sure to do if I'm going to be out of the house all day is that I bring healthy options. So how do I bring healthy options? I have healthy options prepared every day, or at least a good 2 to 3 days in advance. What do those look like? That looks like baking a pan of chicken, just chicken breast. So tonight or tomorrow, bake a big can of chicken breast, or get a rotisserie chicken from Costco. I don't care. That's an easy way out, right? And have chicken, clean, healthy chicken ready to go. Maybe even pre-patty some hamburgers and have those ready to go and have them grilled and cooked. And so proteins, hard-boiled eggs are a great thing to have in the fridge ready to go. I chop carrots, or you can buy, no judgment here, if you just buy the mini carrots, have some carrots ready and measure out your greens. So have greens on the go and ready to go. Or those mini hummuses are always a great option. Or the mini, at Costco, they have the mini Sweet Baby Bells. Those are a great snack on the go. But for the most part, breakfast looks like this. These are breakfast options. Oatmeal with peanut butter and some hard-boiled eggs. Egg scramble. So taste the freaking rainbow. Eggs make all vegetables taste good. They make asparagus taste good. They make spinach taste good. They make zucchini taste good. Eggs make vegetables taste good. So if you need help getting vegetables, throw them in some eggs, pour some Tabasco on there, and call it a good day. And then you can add that with toast or all kinds of things. So egg scramble, and then depending on how many yellows or fruits you get, I would increase that meal by adding a piece of toast, maybe with some coconut butter oil spread on top, or some fruit on the side, or some fruit on the side. What else for breakfast? Cottage cheese and pineapple. Shakeology. Did you just give me a yuck face? Do you don't like cottage cheese and pineapple? Oh man, I love it. Yogurt and berries and granola. These are some of my favorite breakfasts that I eat, that I rotate through every single day. A snack, like a mid-morning snack, a great thing is hard-boiled eggs, or yogurt and berries, or like a late morning snack could be your Shakeology, depending on what your schedule looks like. Or a vegetable and hummus, so carrots and hummus. And then lunch is, for me, is either a salad with a protein or a leftovers. So leftovers is my favorite meal prep. That's how I meal prep. I do leftovers. So whatever you make the night before, make extra, and then pre-measure out your, get your container and take the rice and get your yellow scooper and put it in a container, and then take the vegetables and get your green scooper and put it in the container, and then get your red container and take whatever protein you had for dinner and put it in your container, and then you have a meal packaged ready to go. Afternoon snack, I highly recommend everyone to have afternoon snacks. Especially if you're doing your workouts in the evening. So before you leave the office, if you're working and you're doing your workouts in the evening, before you leave the office, I encourage you to have a snack and then put your workout clothes on. So as soon as you get home, you're already in your workout clothes and you're ready to go. And those can also be a variety or an intermingling of the morning snacks. And then for dinner, it would really look something so simple as a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. That's it. You can do that with tacos. You can do that with spaghetti and zoodles. You can do that with teriyaki chicken and rice and steamed vegetables. You can do that with everything, but like, it can be as simple as that. If you want casserole ideas, I am the wrong person to talk to, but Pinterest is amazing at that. You can make whole wheat barbecue chicken pizzas taste amazing, which we'll share recipes for some of those things in there. But those are a couple tips of just some of the things that I do. I generally plan at least, I prep at least a good 3 to 5 days in advance, and I just plan my dinners. So what do I feel like eating this week? Every Tuesday I eat tacos. Spaghetti is generally on the menu. Instead of the noodles, I don't get a ton of carbs, so I have zoodles instead. So I use a Vegetti, not a Vegetti, because that's what I used to call it, and that sounds inappropriate. So I use a Vegetti, and it makes zoodles out of zucchini, and they taste amazing. And then I put a ton of spinach in my sauce. But you can also do like bentos or baked fish, like baked cod, or salmon with a steamed vegetable or a stir-fry vegetable and a brown rice, or pan-fried potatoes and whatever else. So burgers, like a bunless burger is often on our menu with a mixed green salad and avocado and rice and or not rice. And avocado and onion, and then drizzled with balsamic and vinegar, and then coupled with a side of homemade potato fries. And that is totally, so what does that look like? That looks like a red for my meat. That looks like a green for my salad, and then a yellow for my potatoes, and a teaspoon for my olive oil that I drizzle on top, and maybe a little lemon juice, and then a blue of avocado. So when I do the containers, I know, I'm going to have avocado tonight for dinner, so I'm not going to have hummus for my snack, or I'll have half the hummus, or I won't have cheese in my eggs. I'll save that for the blue. So I hope that gives you some little pointers of, just eliminating bad foods out of the house, making sure you schedule in your Shakeology. So it's like my sweet spot was around 3 p.m. Having my Shakeology around that time super duper helps. You can have wine or beer. I'm gonna override Autumn and say you can have a beer, but substitute it as a yellow container. Okay. And then if you're really trying to lose pounds and inches and you really want to go for gold, then substitute your yellow containers for green containers and just have extra greens. Try to stick with some of the more leafy greens, the spinach and the kale and things like that, and salads versus some of the hardier greens like broccoli and carrots. But with all that said, does anybody have any questions about meal planning? Anybody have anything on the menu they're really excited about? Did you know you can have pizza? Is anybody excited about the fact that you can have pizza in your meal plan? Hello, that's awesome. Chocolate, you can have chocolate. A piece of chocolate substitutes a yellow container. So the next couple minutes, let's just open it up and answer any questions. Anybody have any questions? No. Any coaches have anything they want to add or share? Anything you found to be super successful? Anybody want to share how many pounds they've lost on their journey? That's been around for a while. Our participation days from Monday to Sunday. That is correct, Jessica Dyer. Yes. So the drawings will be done on Mondays for the previous week for participation. So Monday to Sunday is your 7-day window. I lost 22 pounds on these programs, and I've kept that weight off for 3 years. And I still fit in my wedding dress 10 years later. That's a pretty, 10 years, 2 kids later. I'm pretty excited to share that, especially considering I gained 80 pounds with my son. And I wore maternity pants for 9 months postpartum. So Beachbody pretty much saved my life.
Maybe your marriage.
And my marriage certainly makes me feel more attractive in the bedroom.
I'm just teasing.
No, you're not.
Hey, Natalie, how will we do, since I'm in the other pod, the prize drawings on Monday? Will we basically just share with you our spreadsheet and then you do a drawing for both, or how's that working?
Yeah, your spreadsheet can be my spreadsheet. So you can keep all track of all the check-ins on the same sheet.
Did you hear that?
Sorry, Sarah, I can't hear you. I can't understand you that well. You were breaking up. What'd you say?
I look for Kendra. She's going to do my tech support on the spreadsheet.
Oh, Kendra, we can copy your spreadsheet. We can copy all your challengers and put them in mine.
I'm with you. I'll talk to her later about the spreadsheet.
Kendra's in charge of the spreadsheet, Sarah. Don't touch it.
I will not touch it, I promise.
I got this.
Sarah, how much weight have you lost on these programs?
So it's kind of a blur because I started losing before I actually did Beachbody, so I always kind of like end up lumping it all together, but I've lost like 50 pounds.
50 pounds.
A lot of Beachbody, but admittingly, like some of it was before I trained nutrition.
That's amazing. 50 pounds. That is awesome. Kendra, how about you? You're newer to Beachbody programs. Where'd you go, Kendra?
You know what? I've lost 4 pounds, but I've lost
13 inches.
30
inches. Okay, so perfect example. The scale is not your only measurement tool. So do 4 pounds and 30 inches. How many sizes?
Like, I think I started at a 14, 16. I'm down to a 7, 8. So what is that?
What? That is such an incredible example. Way to go, Kendra. You are my superhero right now. That is amazing. From a 14, 16 to a 7, 8 and only 4 pounds. So what does that mean? She's gaining muscle. And the scale is a liar. So don't ever get discouraged by the scale because it's a liar. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm pretty amazed right now. Let's see, who else? Who is our caller again? And who's our iPad? I'm going to do some prizes too. So we have Erica, right?
Yep, Erica Hodges.
Okay. And we have Nikki.
I don't know who's on the iPad.
Hi, Nikki. What's your last name, Nikki?
Ash.
Hash.
Ash. ASH.
I think we have Sarah on the iPad.
Sarah who? Sarah, what's your
It's a
last
lot. Is that how you say it, Sarah?
A lot.
Yeah. SALAT.
Okay. Cool. I'm writing down challengers' names that are here, and I'm going to do a drawing. I got Tracy Lau, I got Kelsey, Lindsay, Sienna. Lindsay, Sienna. Was this helpful to you? Yeah. Do we have any questions about nutrition? The meal plan. My biggest thing I can say is don't be overwhelmed. Just jump in with 2 feet. You'll get it. You'll get traction.
We can always course correct as we're going. If you're having trouble, reach out to us because that's what we, want to do is we want to help you. So
if you're like, I'm stuck, what do I eat for dinner? And then we'll be like, okay, just tell us what you ate for breakfast and lunch. And then we can navigate. What do you have left? How many vegetables do you have left to eat? And how many yellows did you already eat? All right, that was my biggest thing. I resorted to yellows and purples. I love carbs and fruits, and I learned that I needed to add more protein and more vegetables. So when I wanted a snack, I shouldn't go eat another apple or another pear or more berries. I should eat carrots. So, and I shouldn't have carbs with every meal. That was a big eye opener for me. And sad, yes, I love my yellow container. It is precious to me. But anyways, have your Shakeology. I encourage everyone to eat the rainbow for breakfast. Have a big breakfast. Eat as much color as you can to have a ton of satiation. Get some good fats in there. And then cut back on carbs in the evening. So try to have no carbs at dinner, I would say. No yellows at dinner. Would be more helpful to quicker weight loss. If that's something that you're looking for, that's a goal of yours. Gina. Hi, Gina. I'm going to write Gina's name down too. Okay, so I will do a drawing here in a little while. I'm going through. I got Sienna. I got Lindsay. Kelsey. I got Kelsey. All right, we'll give away a couple gift cards to Amazon. How's that sound? Anybody here like Amazon? Just me?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give away some gift cards to Amazon, and then we will see you guys in the challenge group. If you guys don't have any more questions, who plans on working out in the morning? Who's my morning warriors? All right, so if I can encourage you to do anything, put your workout clothes next to your bed. When your alarm goes off, you don't have to think about finding them and turning on the light, waking up your spouse and going through all that. Or sleep in them. Sleeping in them helps.
Natalie, I have a question.
Yeah.
I made it home. I'm not on the phone anymore.
Hi, Audra.
So should I start my 21-day fix program over? Because I started it last week when my other challenge group ended. So should I just start it over fresh tomorrow so I'm with everyone?
For the 21-day fix, because it's just Monday to Sunday, you will be on the same course as everyone. I would make sure just to take all your measurements and pictures tonight to say you're kicking off today again. So retake those and see you can do a progress on them. And then for that last week, what I would do in week 3 is just double up your workouts. So, it's in week 3 already, you have the daily doubles. Mm-hmm. And so in the week 3 of the Mother's Day challenge, you'll already have completed 3 weeks of the 21-day fix, and then you'll have a daily doubles. And then after the Mother's Day challenge, you can do another program, is what I would personally do. But that's what I would suggest. Yeah, for sure. Anybody else? How's everyone feeling? I think the meal plan was probably my most anxiety creating feeling. So I just want to make sure everyone feels really comfortable with the container systems and how to use it. You don't have to pack everything in there. It's really, I don't measure my greens. I don't measure leafy greens. So when you make a salad, just put it all on, just make a salad. And enjoy your leafy greens, so you don't have to try to cram them into the yellow container. I
think too, when we talk about if you're feeling hungry, I think that's one of the biggest people's concerns is if you're hungry. If you're hungry and you've maxed out all your containers, 1, make sure that you've drank enough water for the day, and 2, add an extra vegetable. Is our go-to rather than grabbing something off plan.
And I had a challenger recently who she was like, there's just no way I can eat that much food. So what do we cut out first? Well, okay, let's cut some of those additional carbs. So we don't need, 4 carbs or whatever a day, and maybe cut a couple proteins because she just felt like it was way too much. So when you sit down, you look at that, but don't feel like you have to have every single meal prepped and planned in order to be successful in this. Before you go to work tomorrow, plan out your whole day for tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, sit down and plan out your whole day for the next day. For the whole week, the main thing I always encourage people to plan is your dinners planned, and then have options for breakfast and snacks and, lunches and things like that.
Would it be, I was going to say, would it be helpful to show them the week long, like a sample week, to be able to see a full day at a time?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want me to show that? I have it if you want me to show it.
Do you have it open? Yeah, go ahead and share your screen.
I should have it open. Give me a second. Yep, it's right here. So this is just, we can send this to anybody who wants it. This was created when I first started the 21-day fix. And so I now maybe mix things up, but sometimes it's nice for people to have a grasp on like, what would a whole day look like? And some people are crazy and want the whole week. This was more done for other people than me. I don't think a whole week at a time either. Excuse me. Just like Natalie said, I tend to do more proteins for my week, and I plan my dinners, and then I have things on hand to mix. So you'll notice that I don't necessarily eat scrambled eggs every day, but at the time that I was doing this, that's what I ate every morning for breakfast. So you can see, and this is like the first category, but any of the categories are in here. So if you're in a different calorie bracket, I have them broken down. The only disclaimer is if you go to print this, the yellow doesn't print. So you'd want to change the color. I just was color coding it so that I didn't have to think about the containers. And at the bottom, excuse me, it says how many of each one. But if you notice that I try to, I am a creature of habit as well. So like my Shakeology is always mid-morning. Pretty much that's just what works best for me, but you could flip-flop these snacks to however you wanted. So if there's anybody that this tool, you would like this, even if it is to go in and recreate your own, if you're that kind of an organized person, but don't feel like this is something you have to do. It was just more of a springboard for some people to kind of break it down. And like Natalie said, like my salad greens, I'm going to have a heaping plate of greens. I never measure my greens, and I eat a lot of salads, but loaded salads, not just I'm eating a plate of greens.
Which would be delicious, even if you did when you sprinkle it. My favorite dressing, you can make your own dressings. There's dressing recipes in there that taste delicious. My favorite dressing recipe is really just olive oil and Himalayan salt and lemon juice. That's it. And it tastes super delicious. Add some cucumber, tomato, maybe red onion, and olives, Kalamata olives, more like a Mediterranean. A couple tools that you could also, there's the Fix-It show in the bod. Make sure you check that out. You can watch episodes of that. And then there's also Fix-It cookbooks, but you can go in the bod and Beachbody On Demand and look up all the recipes in Fix-It. So if you're a recipe person, if you love planning by recipes, then I highly recommend you go and you check that out. And then another tip I wanted to give everyone is contact your coach for a sample of Energize if you don't already have any, because you're going to want that stuff. So Energize is Beachbody's pre-workout. And ever since I started drinking Energize, one, I go way harder in my workouts. And two, they're just that much more fun when you have a little extra oomph to do them. And so after I drink my Energize in the morning, it is workout or spin in circles. So there's no longer like this distraction that could say, oh, maybe I won't work out today, but it must happen or mommy's going to ping pong around the whole house. So sample Energize, that is an incredible tool. And then so is Fix-It and the Fix-It meal planning system in there. But otherwise, we've got some fun stuff. We're going to be doing daily affirmations as part of our check-in, which is going to be so cool. Just mom affirmations, because us mamas need to remind ourselves that we can do it. We can do it. We are strong. We are smart. Our children love us. And so that's going to be really exciting. And then I encourage you to pick up the Compound Effect and read that, and really just tune in to the posts that are being shared every day from the coaches, because we put a lot of heart into making sure that we help you. That is our number one goal from being here, is to help you reach your goals. And we're super excited to see that progress along with you, and just be part of this journey with you. We count it an incredible honor that you would commit something so precious to you, which is your health and your longevity and your physical goals. And we all get pretty vulnerable here. Like we open up our lives to one another, and I think it's really beautiful that you guys have offered that to us, your coaches, as well as to one another, and given that gift to yourself. And so congratulations to that. We're so excited you're here. Happy Mother's Day. Much love. If you haven't already gone in and introduced yourself or shown us a picture of your beautiful kids in the challenge group, we'd love to see that. And we look forward to connecting with you in the threads and giving you lots of prizes. Really, I just want to give everybody prizes. I'm channeling my inner Oprah. What? Yeah, I want to give you a prize. Do you like prizes?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. What? What's up, Sasha? You've been so quiet. Do you have anything to add? No? Sasha's another rock star coach in California. We're excited to have her. So
no, I think you covered it all. It was a kick-ass presentation. So thanks, Natalie.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It was so exciting. Wait, hold on, because I'm just excited that you're here. We got to show everybody who missed it. Say hi. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. I will post a recording. So if you've joined this challenge group with a friend, you can give them a bad time about missing it. Or I'll also post a YouTube video for those who did miss it to tune in and get all the need to knows to feel confident and ready. But I want you to walk in this challenge group with confidence, to step into your day tomorrow with confidence. Listen to your body when you're doing your workouts. If you're just now starting, don't feel like you have to go 110%. There is a modifier. Follow the modifier. Stay connected with your coach. If you need further modifications, we can help you with those. But just really stay in communication with your coach. Your coach is 100% there to support you and encourage you along your journey, and they want to hear from you. Cool? Okay, happy Mother's Day. Thanks so much for taking time out of your celebrations and joining us tonight and doing this for you, because you deserve it, Mama. We love you. You're changing the world. Happy Mother's Day. Bye. Stop in the recording.